Hi everyone, welcome to another one of my videos where I use exposure and self-prevention and thought records to help cheat my choking phobia. So, just a quick overall, I have choking phobia and I'm just not in a good mood today. I'm just really tired. Alright, so I just want to get this done and over with so I can move on with my life. I want to go to work and I'm really tired though and I need to go to work. So, my anxiety level before and show of choking. I don't know. 10.
السائل. There's a right or حق معلوم للسائل والمحروم. In their wealth is a haqq, is a right to the sa'il, the beggar, and the one who doesn't have money, his needs aren't taken care of. Right? So the miser is the one who doesn't take care of people who's able to. And those are related to Sharia. And there's a hadith, في المال حق سوى الزكاة, and some of them translated that there's different interpretations, because there's another hadith that says لا حق في المال إلا زكاة, or كما قال, there's only zakat is the only haqq. But generally there is a haqq in wealth, nafaqat, and these different things. So if you don't give them, you're a bakhil. Now, in terms of muru'ah, this would relate to those things that a bakhil, well, he's actually going into some detail about this. So he says, for instance, as an example of the other ones, ترك المضايقات في المحتقر, right? Or في المحقر. It's not being ضيق. It's not constricting somebody or making things difficult, right? Examples are not giving people a hard time over some paltry matter. In other words, somebody owed you $10, and you have plenty of money, you don't have any needs, and you start giving them a hard time over it. You owe me $10, I've been waiting for you to pay it a long time, and it's no big deal, right? It's a muhaqqar, it's something insignificant. If you do that, then that's a bakhil, by muru'ah, not by sharia, because you have a right by sharia. He owes you the money, but by muru'ah, by virtuous merit, it's something that's really despicable. And then he says another example is وَتَرْكُ الْإِسْتِقْصَاءِ فِيهِ أَحْرَى, right? مِنْ جَارٍ أَوْ قَرِيبٍ أَوْ مِنَ الْأَثْرَى. So he's saying that leaving nitpicking, abandoning nitpicking over trivialities, right? Avoiding such things, unfortunately didn't put those right. Avoiding such things is even more important for a neighbor, a relative, or a wealthy person, right? So that's what it says. So, for instance, getting nitpicky over trivialities, right? Things that aren't really important. And this is especially true if you're the neighbor of the person, or you're a relative of the person, or if you're wealthy. It's even worse if you're wealthy. Nitpicky wealthy people, right? Because a wealthy person can have a type of rahab, a type of magnanimity, generosity of being that they don't, Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. And there's a hadith that there's a man who was a wealthy man, and he didn't have any hasanat, except that he used to say to people, his servant, when he'd go out to him to collect money, he'd say, if they don't have it, just tell them not to worry about it. See, that's what he's saying there. That's muru'ah. And when he died, according to the hadith on Yom Qiyamah, Allah says to him, to his angels, this man was forgiving of people's transgressions against him, and I'm more worthy of forgiving transgressions. In other words, if he's going to forgive his debts, then I'll forgive his debts. So that's a sign that this is not an insignificant thing. It's a big thing. And if somebody's wealthy, it's encouraged to let go of debts that they really don't need. You know, if they see the person's having a hard time, just say Bismillah. You know, don't worry about it. Things like that. That's encouraged by Sharia. No, then it's despicable from them. You see what I mean? I mean, in other words, you know, if the person borrowing it has money, they're bakhil as well. I mean, what are they doing borrowing money? And there's rich people who do borrow money. I mean, right? That's how a lot of them get rich. There's like the hedge fund people, right? Those guys made billions, and they lost billions, but they made it because their buddies shored them up, right? Gave them all that money. And that's big. That's called bi' al-gharar in Sharia. What they're doing, completely haram. And it's like the worst type of the leveraging, what they do. It's unbelievable. The thing is so haram. And because haram, there's a continuum of haram, and that's way down there. Likewise, if one is buying a sacrificial animal, or, you know, doing something, hosting guests, you know, you don't get picky about if your guest spills something on the floor, you don't start saying, you know, can't you watch yourself a little bit? That's a brand new carpet I have. There's no muru'ah there. You're supposed to make him feel, no, don't worry about it. I love tea on my carpet. It's, right? That's the Afghanis I heard have a proverb. They say the best thing for a carpet is spilt tea, right? That's obviously to make the guest feel good when he spills the tea, because they say no, and they say the proverb, and it's okay, alhamdulillah. So the point is, you don't worry about it, you know, and that's muru'ah, right? It's showing meritorious virtue. And so he says also, like buying a funeral shroud. You're buying a funeral shroud, you start haggling over the price, right? I mean, it's just inappropriate, because it should remind you of death, and so you forget about dunya. Really, that's the point. So he's saying it's inappropriate. Or a sacrificial animal. You want to get something good for Allah, and you start saying, no, you know, that's too much for that, or this and that, right? Things like that. Or purchasing something you want to donate to needy people, right? You should want to get something that's good and not something cheap. So looking for something cheap, there's bukhl in that. Trying to get a bargain on something for sadaqah or something for Allah is bukhl. And there was a short story written by E.J. Cullen called How Some People Feel About Jesus. It was a brilliant short story, but it was about a rummage sale for the church. You know, they're always having rummage sales, like to support the church. And he said that for him, it was kind of like he realized that that's what they cared about, the church, so much that they're going to sell their worst junk to support it. Right? And really that's important in Islam, the idea. And that's why it was really kind of shocking that some Muslim mosques start having these like rummage sales and things like that for the mosque. I mean, that's a bad sign. Because you should give the mosque the best thing that you have, not the worst thing. Not the stuff you want to get rid of. Right? And it's a bad sign. Then he says, ومن يضايق من المضايقة في حقه كالجار غير لائقة هتك أستار المروءة كما قال أجلاء الهداة الحكماء. That the one who gives a hard time for somebody who his right makes it inappropriate, like a neighbor, then he in fact has torn away the veils of dignity of his muru'ah. And this is as the majestic and wise guides have stated. In other words, the ulama have told us this. And then he says, كَمَنْ يُؤَدِّي الْوَاجِبَاتِ دُونَ طَيِّبَةِ نَفْسٍ أَوْ يُؤِمُّ دُونَ. Like somebody who is fulfilling his obligations without good cheer. So here's your zakat. You know, you're supposed to actually put your hand down, let them take their hand to be on top. You should do it with smiling face. and feel like it's an honor to do that. And they're honoring you by letting you fulfill the haqq of Allah. And also, Duna, trying to find, like, spending from the least of what he possesses for it. Now, so there he gives you the definition. So bukhl has two types. Bukhl, which is shar'i, and bukhl, which is muru'ah. And they're both considered in Islam because karam, generosity, is one of the highest qualities of our Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In fact, it could be stated after his rahmah, inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. He was the most atqa of us, and so he was the most generous, the most noble. And kareem means generous and noble. So the Arabs see it also as nobility, right? Nobility. And Allah is al-kareem. He's the generous. So it's really important to recognize that it's not just enough to be doing what the Sharia tells you, but also to go above and beyond that by showing generosity to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then he says, he gives us its etiology, the origin. وَأَصْلُهُ حُبَّ الدُّونَ لِذَاتِهَا أَوْ لِتَنَالَ النَّفْسُ مِنْ لَذَّاتِهَا. The origin of this is love of dunya. The reason you're a bakhil is because you love the stuff you're bakhil with. If you didn't love it, it's no big deal. Bismillah. No big deal. But the fact that you love it, you want to hold on to it. And then another thing about, another word for bakhil is mumsik. Mumsik, right? In Spanish culture, Mexican, they say coda, They go like that. It means like he doesn't have a hand to give out. He got cut off at the elbow, right? He's cheap. So he's just got an elbow. So the mumsik is somebody in Arabic. It means also constipated. And the idea is that they're unable to let go of what is actually beneficial to let go of.
I was really tired yesterday. I was working. I was really tired. Like, I've been working non-stop the past few days, and I don't know if I need a break or something, but just can't do it anymore. I'm just really tired. Yesterday I was in my car and I was driving, and while I was driving, like, I realized my legs were like burning. Like, that's how tired it felt. And I'm driving, I'm like, should I pull over? Like, I don't know. Like, I was in the middle of driving. I don't really know where I was. And yesterday was really tiring. And I woke up today and I wanted to do it again. Now it's like 1:30 now. I wanted to be up by 10:30. It's 1:30. I just want to go and do more deliveries, but I know I have to get ready and stuff too. And when I start doing that, I get so tired.
The original great. Buy BDO debt to learn more. Canadians are feeling the pressure. That's why Conservatives have a plan for you, your kids, and your retirement. For your kids, we will provide a tax credit for their arts and sports. Boost government contributions to RESPs by 50% and make maternity leave tax-free.
I'm Andrew Shearer, and I'm running with a real plan that will put more money in everyone's pockets, because it's time for you to get ahead.
Authorized by the official agent of the Conservative Party of Canada. 680 News Time 126.
And time for the 680 News Business Report. We're going to go live now to the Business Center with Chris McCusker. Chris, kind of like me looking up at a fast food menu, I really can't make up my mind, but I'm assuming that markets are kind of the same way today.
Yeah, essentially, that's a pretty good analogy. We've seen a lot of fluctuation on Bay and
Of Canadians don't know their credit score? Your score can stand between you and a lower interest rate, the perfect car, even your dream apartment. Well, now it's time for Canadians to get their score for free, thanks to Credit Karma. Credit Karma gives you the power to command the future of your credit with free access to your score, report, and credit monitoring tools to help keep your credit healthy. And did we mention it's completely free? Sign up to get your free score and report today at creditkarma.ca. Credit Karma, here's to progress.
It's the no commitment sale at Planet Fitness. Now through October 10th, get started for just...
Exposure's over. Yeah, I went down to like, honestly, no, 0. Okay, thoughts and images. I'm on the edge, borderline. I don't know what CD means. Okay. Feeling of just a way of, and then I tread off. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm really tired. I'm just making this video because I just need to make it, right? Kardashians. Nitpicky wealthy person is what the sheikh was saying in the video. Lack of plate. I had no plate. I may insert negative thought here. You know, boring, lazy, buzzkill, not working, all these stupid thoughts. Anxious, smelly, whatever. Wash your car, think about crying at my psychologist's office image, and I want to take note on this lecture. Honestly, guys, I'm too tired to do this video, but it's here, it's raw. You're seeing that I'm writing down my anxiety, I'm doing the thing that's making me anxious, and then I'm writing down my anxiety afterwards. And it should be down. I do feel that it was hard to get my anxiety level in terms of the number for when I finished my anxiety, but it's really important to get accurate numbers. And honestly, at this point, I'm kind of BSing the numbers, but they are fairly accurate. You know, there's the thoughts of the, you know, numbers. Guys, I'm so sorry for the quality of this video. I'm just really tired. I literally was working till like pretty much the whole day yesterday. From like 8:30. I was up. Started work at 11, and I had like work probably till like 3, and then I kind of just started working on my other app. I think I don't know what I did then, but maybe I took like a break for an hour or two, and then it was just boom straight to like 12, or from like 5 to 12. And the worst was it wasn't really busy. I think it was 5 to 11 or something. Like I went to Saga, and then like they take me to Oakville. And then, like, I'm in Oakville, and then they take me back to Saga. And so I was thinking, like, where is it really busy? And I look up my map. They're saying Milton's busy, so I go to Milton. And then I realize it's not busy there. And then it's busy in Oakville. So I have to keep going back and forth. Then I'm like, screw it, it's too late. Even though I really, really wanted to, it was really, really busy in Oakville. Which is like a city, about 15-minute drive from here. I was like, alright, let's do it. And I was like, shoot, I'm too tired. So what else can I share with you? Nothing really. I'm just really tired, guys. I don't even know if I'm gonna go to work today. Like, that's how tired I am. I'm gonna put some YouTube on or something. Remember, guys, stay with it.